Your time will start once I close this door. Good luck, have fun. I will see you in 60 minutes or less. So I think we've all been there, leading a team, trying to put together a team building event, and people just don't seem engaged. They don't want to break away from their phone or their email or the laptop. The one thing that I particularly enjoy about escape rooms is it forces you to put all of those things away.
The pressure's on.
I have never done an escape room before. I'm kind of a little anxious about it.
So I have done one other escape room.
I have not heard a lot about escape rooms. I looked up on the internet a little bit just to kind of get an idea.
When we designed our team building program, we did so with several things in mind, but I think there was a few things that were very, very important that we captured. Number one, and I think this is the most important, is that we want everyone to have a good time. We want everyone to have fun. One of the biggest challenges in my professional career that I always faced was you wanted to do these team building events, or you wanted to get people together and you wanted them to, bond or build rapport or whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish from an event, but it wasn't any fun. So if you can't have fun, you can't have a good time, it's just not going to be effective. Any quick thoughts, especially from those of you that have never played before, about anything that you would do differently the second time around versus the first time around?
It's almost like if you take the room in for a second and look.
I would have never thought to go back and look at something.
Yeah, it's like knowing what's possible in the room.
The second one was some sort of educational value that you could gain. Could you learn something new? It didn't have to be something new about yourself. It could be something new about the team. It could be something new about another individual. I didn't know that we thought this way, or that it was normal that more than one person approach things that way. And so we wanted to make sure that there was education along with the fun. All fun is great. No education, there's a little less value. Just some things that I'm looking for the second time around in comparison to the first. I mean, the biggest thing in this particular group is that they started out as two separate teams, and now they're going to be playing the same game. But then also to see just kind of if any of the behaviors have changed from the first game, whether it be how they work with each other, the way they look at things, and then just overall how they work as a team, and hopefully some improvement.
Let's get back to the water.
sorry.
Come on.
Not seeing it, but at the same time.
Neither group was successful the first time around. The hope and the goal is always to get some improvement the second time around from them.
I thought it was really cool that we were able to debrief after doing each room. It kind of helped us get together and kind of figure out, what we did well in the room and what we didn't do so well, and just figure out how we can make what our experience was in the room and doing the puzzles and how we can translate that to our workplace.
I want you to draw this on your flip chart. It's nice and big. So draw a big grid, and you can just put like HF on the left and then LF on the right. So just remember that the HF is for high functioning, LF is for low functioning. What I'd like for you guys to discuss is, first of all, when you guys were doing very well, and both of you had moments where you guys were doing awesome, right? Where you're just solving things, you're going through, going great. What are some of the tangible behaviors in the room that you observed when you were high functioning? Now, there's a few things that I want you guys to remember about this particular activity. One, let's try to be as honest as possible when we do this, right? So this works best if we try to speak only for ourselves and not for others. So for example, I'll give you just some things that I've done in the past. I'll say, so did anyone felt like anybody was over talking to them at any point? And then Kyle says, nope, we were good.
Like my point exactly.
Yeah, right? It's just like, well, maybe Kyle feels that way, okay? But the rest of the group may not feel that way. So just make sure that everyone's honest and everyone has an opportunity to speak. And then the last thing is we wanted to give you tangible items, things that you could take away with you and say, okay, I got that education, I received that education, now here's what I can go do with it. Right? One of my biggest pet peeves in my corporate career was so many times they'd give you information or they'd educate you on something, but then they wouldn't give you kind of a tangible way to say, here's how you can implement it. Here are things that you can do on a day-to-day that actually help make use of this education. So those are the biggest three things with us, right? We just want to make sure you're fun, you get some educational value out of it, even if it's one or two things here or there, and you can go apply it. We can give you tangible ways to go apply this with your team. And we feel like anytime you visit us and attend any one of our team building events, you're going to walk away with one of those three things. That's our goal every time you come.
I would absolutely recommend it to others, especially other work environments. Just have some fun. because I think sometimes we get caught up in our work and it's easy to forget about, the people that we're around.
I would recommend this to others, especially team building activities. I think it's huge because you do have to collaborate with each other to be able to move forward. You can't do any of the things that I did today by yourself. I would definitely recommend it for team building activities.